ځانګړې کړۍ ده د پاکستان په فوج کې چې همدغه کار ورسپارل شوی.
ماشاءالله الحمدلله دا
له پاکستان سره زموږ اړیکې نورې زورې لري.
نږدې دی ان شاء الله.
دا پنجابیان دا خو دا کوم خپل د قوم تفرید وي دا سره مون تاریخي جنگونه کړی دي دا مونږ ته دي ټینګ شوی.
هر هیواد او هر دښمن چې په موږ باندې د یرغل یا د یو حمله خارجي فکر مونږ لري موږ ورته غاښ ماتونکي ځواب ورکوو.
هر چا چې په بد نظر زموږ خوا ته کتلي دي موږ په ډېر تلوار د هغو سترګې رایستلي.
دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور.
Hello and welcome to RTA News. Here are the latest updates about Afghanistan and abroad, especially the successful operation carried out by the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan last night in Diran Line. Maulavi Amir Khan Muttaqi, Minister of Foreign Affairs, visited Darul Uloom Deoband in India, praising its religious and academic contributions. He highlighted the importance of strengthening ties with Afghan scholars and called this visit a key step in boosting religious, political and cultural relations.
Foreign Minister Maulavi Amir Khan Muttaqi visited Darul Uloom Deoband, one of India's leading religious and academic centers. He described the center as a key pillar of the Islamic world, playing a vital role in knowledge, piety and reform, and highlighted the deep historical and intellectual ties between Afghan scholars and the Darul Uloom.
Afghanistan and India share centuries-old historic ties. The people of India recognize the efforts of Afghan Mujahideen in promoting Islam, while scientific and academic relations between the two countries remain strong and enduring.
Mr. Muttaqi highlighted the visit as an important step in fostering mutual understanding and strengthening religious and cultural ties between Afghanistan and India. He emphasized the brotherhood, scholarly exchange and religious unity between the two nations and expressed hope for continued cooperation with the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan.
These scholars play a vital role in guiding and awakening the Ummah, promoting unity and harmony rather than division, with Darul Uloom Deoband serving as a leading authority in this effort.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs visited India last Thursday on an official invitation, meeting with Indian officials to strengthen religious, political, economic and diplomatic ties between the two countries.
The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan says 58 Pakistani soldiers were killed and 30 were injured in retaliatory strikes along the Diran line last night. Spokesman Maulavi Zabiullah Mujahid warned that Afghanistan will defend its territory and added that Daesh attacks in Afghanistan and Iran and Russia are being planned from the safe havens in Pakistan. Report.
The spokesman for the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan says they have full control over all official borders and the Durand Line, successfully preventing illegal activity. In a press conference, the spokesman Maulavi Zabihullah Mujahid accused a special cell within the Pakistani army of plotting against Afghanistan, raising concerns about the Emirate on the international stage.
It's a designated unit within Pakistan's military tasked with such operations. I believe they may be acting to police major powers, effectively making Pakistan a hostage and working to destabilize its neighbors. Their mission appears calculated with clear intelligence objectives, yet the world remains silent. Through this conference, we aim to deliver a message to the international community. These military operations are based within Pakistan's territory, are state-supported and are part of a broader agenda. The world must take notice.
On the recent incidents, Mr. Mujahid stated that Afghanistan has the right to defend its land and airspace and will respond firmly to any aggression. He added that the retaliatory operations have inflicted significant casualties on Pakistani forces.
The
operation carried out last night by the Islamic Emirate was not an offensive launch, but rather a retaliatory response to airspace violations. The strikes were conducted along the full length of their line. According to our information, over 20 outposts were captured by Mujahideen forces, 58 enemy soldiers were killed, around 30 were wounded, and 9 Mujahideen were martyred, while approximately 16 to 18 were injured. A significant cache of weapons and ammunition was also seized.
Maulavi Zabihullah Mujahid said the Islamic Emirate has cleared its territory of seditionists, but new hubs have emerged in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa from which these elements operate internationally. He called on Pakistan to either expel the group's leaders from its soil or hand them over to the Islamic Emirate.
Pakistan has turned a blind eye to the presence and hideouts of the so-called ISIS project on its soil, which has been responsible for assassinating religious scholars, tribal elders, and civilians, posing a serious threat to both Afghanistan and global security. The attack on Soleimani's memorial in Tehran and the assault in Moscow were both planned, coordinated, and executed from this very basis.
Maulavi Zabihullah Mujahid further added that in the past 8 months, no major political or security incidents have occurred in Afghanistan. He stated that all individuals involved in attacks originating from centers of corruption and sedition in neighboring areas have been either arrested or neutralized.
The Minister of Public Health of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, Maulavi Nur Jalal Jalali, met with the China's ambassador for Afghanistan, Zhao Zheng, and his accompanying technical delegation. During the meeting, both sides discussed China's support for reconstructing and expanding Mirwais Regional Hospital in Kandahar and Al-Shifa Hospital in Kabul. Public Health Minister stressed the need to strengthen the health system and improve hospital facilities, while the Chinese ambassador pledged continued cooperation and said work on Mirwais Hospital will shortly begin. The foreign ministers of Qatar and Saudi Arabia in separate press statements have expressed concern over the recent border clashes between Afghanistan and Pakistan. According to the statements, both countries urge Afghanistan and Pakistan to resolve their disputes through dialogue and diplomacy rather than resorting to violence. The ministers emphasized the need to prevent the escalation of tensions and called for joint efforts to strengthen peace, security, and stability in the region. Sheikh al-Hadith Mohammed Khalid Hanafi, Minister of Propagation Affairs, Prevention of Vice and Hearing Complaints, has said the officials are authorized to Allah and Islamic system to refer any oppressor to court regardless of their position. Speaking at a meeting with officials in Helmand province, the minister said that if anyone files a complaint claiming mistreatment by an official, it is in their duty to ensure justice is served. Maulavi Muhammad Yunus Rashid, Deputy Minister for Youth Affairs of the Ministry of Information and Culture, met with young people from various areas of Farajgan district during his visit to Laghman province. The ministry said that during the meeting, Maulavi Rashid stated that the ministry has undertaken various useful programs aimed at enhancing the capacity of youth across the country. A total of 400 young personnel from Takhar and Baghlan provinces graduated from the Hazrat Abdullah bin Masud radiallahu anhu Joint Combat Training Command after completing a 3-month course in ideological, professional and military training. The Ministry of National Defense said that during the ceremony, officials urged the graduates to spare no efforts in serving religion and the system. The Herat Governor's Office says that a 50 kilowatt solar power system project at the refugee camp in Islam Qala has been completed at a cost of more than 1 million Afghanis. According to the Governor's Office, the project included the full installation of necessary electrical equipment and was implemented to provide sustainable electricity for the refugee camp. That was all for now. Thanks for being with us. You can follow us online for more updates. Have a good time.
ځانګړې کړۍ ده د پاکستان په فوج کې چې همدغه کار ورسپارل شوی.
ماشاءالله الحمدلله
له پاکستان سره زموږ اړیکې لوړې ژورې لري.
نږدې دی ورته انشاءالله.
وینه پرې توی شوي دا سره لکه ګلونه.
دغه پنجابیان دا خو دا که موږ خپله دغه قوم ته پرېږدوي دغو سره موږ تاریخي جنګونه کړي دي دا موږ ته نه دي ټینګ شوي.
هر هیواد او هر دښمن چې په موږ باندې د یرغل یا د یو حملې خارجي فکر مو لري موږ ورته غاښ ماتونکي ځواب ورکوو.
هر چا چې په بد نظر زموږ خوا ته کتلي دي موږ په ډېر تلوار د هغو سترګې رایستلي.
دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور